Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV. So today is Tuesday Trailer Tips. One thing that we're going to show you today is we have a bumper pole sitting behind us. What you have to be aware of is the surroundings and where you're actually unhooking or hooking your trailer up from. In this instance, we're going to look at unhooking this trailer. We are sloped down, so when we unhook this trailer, you need to be aware of wheel chocks. They could be everything from a purchase at the store. You could even fabricate something at home, but in this instance here, this trailer sloped down, so if it's gonna move when we're unhooking it, it's gonna be forward. So we need to make sure our chock is ahead of it. If it was tipped the other way, we need to have it behind the tire itself, because it will want to rock or move a little bit when we go to unhook it. Now, when we go to unhook these, so this kind of goes into play with both bumper poles and goosenecks. But in this instance here, I'm going to show you on a bumper pole. One of the most common things that I see that a lot of customers make a mistake on when they're unhooking their trailer is sometimes they want to put a board underneath the foot. Well, what we normally see is they'll take this board and they'll put it underneath the jack leg across the trailer itself. And there is a mistake by doing that. For example, we've got a picture that I actually saw a trailer sitting in here on the lot for service one day. They actually went ahead and put the blocks across the trailer, and as you can see in the picture, that was about ready to rock off of the boards itself. So if you're not chocking them, or if you do, it still has the opportunity for them to move. Look, this trailer is never going to move side to side, really. The most common thing it's going to do is go forward or backwards. So this is what we normally see. So like you saw in that picture, it could potentially fall off that, maybe bend your actual jack leg itself, or it'll cause a lot of problems when you go to hook back up, because a lot of these trucks are a lot taller. So a lot of times we actually have to use these blocks to hook on the newer trucks, so we have to have that added height in order to get it up high enough. Well, what happens if it falls off and you have one of those taller trucks? You can't extend it. You can't get that block back underneath it without getting a little bit creative. So one thing you need to do is you actually need to move it and run it the length of the trailer. Because again, if it's ever going to move, it's going to move forward or backwards. So in this instance here, we'll run it like this. Sometimes you could even do a larger one if you want. Sometimes some customers, well, I'll give you an example. At my house, I've got an actual 4x4 that I use as a wheel chock on a gooseneck. It tips back. I use a longer one so I can roll against it and I can see it as I'm backing up. And then I have a larger board, so I don't necessarily have to be 100% dead on every time. I've got a little bit of wiggle room. So a bigger board like this, I can actually see it in my camera and I can actually set it on there. But again, what you want to do is you want these boards to run with the trailer lengthwise rather than across the body of the trailer. Because again, if this is ever going to move, it's going to roll forward or backwards. And again, if you don't chock it, it has the potential to move. If we didn't chock that and we were tipped back or forward, we would actually see this trailer go one way or the other when we go to unhook it. So again, really simple process. All you have to do is just turn that board the other way if you're ever going to block them. Again, it works for bumper poles or goosenecks, either way, but we do recommend chocking them so it doesn't move, and then also running your board lengthwise rather than across the trailer.